Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good, ma'am. What about you?
Okay. I'm doing fantastic. Rajat, right?
Yeah, Rajat.
Yes. So, Rajat, I'm so glad to have you here. And I believe you're here to work on your job preparation, right? Your
Yeah,
interview
yes, ma'am.
skills, basically, right? Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah, please go ahead.
currently I'm working as an accountant. So I
Ah,
always
okay.
learn about accounting and English also.
Right. Okay. So, Rajat, since this is our first class, we'll start with introduction, right? So, let me tell you something about myself and then you can give me your introduction. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am.
So, I'm Nidhi. My full name is Nidhi Isaac. Yeah. I am from Kerala and I'm currently living in Trivandrum. Yeah. Have you heard of Trivandrum, by the way? Yes.
Trivandrum, yes, ma'am. I heard about it.
Tr-
Not more.
right. That's the capital city of Kerala. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I've been working as an English teacher for last 5 years. So I'm here to meet new
Okay.
people and to help my learners work on their communication skills. Yeah. So now I want
Yeah.
you to tell me a little about you. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
So,
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. So, ma'am, my name is
mhm.
Rajat Sharma, and I live in Lucknow, the capital of Uttar Pradesh.
Ah,
And yes,
okay.
and I'm currently I'm working. I'm doing job as an accountant in a hotel.
In a
And
hotel. Okay.
yeah, so and my in my family, ma'am, there are 5 members, including my parents and
Uh
my
huh.
wife, and I have child also.
Ah, okay. So do
Yeah,
you have a son or a daughter?
yeah, his son, and he is 1 year old.
Okay. So you can say that I have a 1 year old son.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a
So
one
when
year
you're
old son.
introducing Yeah, when you're introducing your family, along with that, instead of just saying that I have a child, it's better if you just mention if it's a son or a daughter. Okay. So in my
Sure.
family, I'm live with my parents, my spouse, and my 1 year old kid or 1 year old son. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
So Rajat, are you also looking to switch your job? Right now, you are working with a
Yes,
hotel,
ma'am.
right? Are you planning?
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am, I have completed 6 years in this organization. So now
Uh
I
huh.
want to
Okay.
leave. I want to left this company, and I'm
Uh
looking
huh.
for MNC and or big company where I can
Okay.
learn skills more, where I can enhance
Okay.
my skills. That is why.
Right. Uh-huh. So, Rajat, when you said that I want to leave this hotel and look out for a new one, you said leave first and then you changed it to left, right? Was it done intentionally, or did you get confused
Actually,
there, leave or left?
I thought I think it is wrong leave, so I mentioned the left.
Ah, okay. So actually, leave was the correct one. Okay,
Okay.
because you're going to leave. Left is past tense. I left my job.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, Rajat, in today's class, we are going to work on our communication skills. You told me that you're looking to switch your career. That's why you are working on your communication skills, right? It will also
Yes,
help
ma'am.
you in your job interviews as well, right? So, we'll start
Yeah.
with job interview preparation today itself. This is your very first demo class, right? So, we are going to have a little bit of practice in terms of how to appear for an interview, and then we'll have a general conversation as well. And towards the end, I'll give you your feedback, plus, I'll tell you how the course is going to work for you. Does that sound right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
So, Rajat, now since you are going to apply for interviews, what's the first thing that they are going to ask you?
Always they ask, tell me about yourself,
Right.
and
That's the
I'm
very
not,
first question.
and I want to learn
Yeah.
English because of it. Because I have interviewed. Actually, 2 years ago there was a call from HR, and she
Uh-huh.
asked the same, like, please tell me about yourself. And to be honest, I was unable to speak, and I didn't understand what she was saying. Then
Right.
after
Uh-huh.
I realized about me, like, I'm where I don't know English, and that is why I want to learn.
Right. It is becoming a little challenge for you in terms of your career too, right? No,
Yeah,
English
ma'am. And
is gradually becoming inevitable part. It's becoming something that
yeah,
we cannot simply ignore in our career, right? Because whenever you're
yes, ma'am.
going to a new organization, they will of course look at your bio, your CV, and they'll also look at the way that you're communicating, right? So
Yeah, actually, yeah, I have knowledge of like accounting, GST, income tax, but where I have to explain it in English, then I'm unable to speak. I can't uh,
right.
I can't say.
Uh-huh. So, Rajat,
That
tell
is,
me this. In your day-to-day daily life, right? How much English are you actually speaking? In your
nowadays
workplace, are you?
in my workplace there is no atmosphere. What can I say? There is no atmosphere in my office. Is
Yeah,
it?
no
So there is
environment.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, no environment. There is no environment to speak English with my colleagues. So I use speaking app. It is Joe's Talk. So always
Uh-huh. Right.
I practice on
Uh-huh.
it.
Right. So how is that going on? Is it helping you?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, it is helped me a lot, and now I
Right.
am able to speak little bit because of that.
Uh-huh.
That is
Okay.
why I'm
So
here
there, how are
on
you?
English Yari.
Right.
I want to improve.
So right. So Rajat, in the other app that you mentioned, are you able to talk to trainers or is it random people with whom you're talking?
Ma'am, it is random people we connect.
Yeah, okay. So Rajat, I have heard about this app, but it's actually good because you get someone to speak with in English, right? But the thing is, there you might not know what exactly you have to work on, right? Because the other
Yeah,
person who is talking with you, he's equally, might be a beginner level person, right?
right.
So now in today's class, our focus is going to be to work on the first question because that's the question that you felt, a little underconfident with, right? So
Yeah,
let's focus on this question today. Okay.
sure.
So let's imagine I'm your interviewer. Okay. And I'm asking you to tell me something about yourself. As an interviewer, what am I looking for? What are the things that I want you to tell me? Can you tell me the key
Like,
points that I want you to include?
so I have to tell about myself, or I want to know, you want to know about the interviewer.
So what I want you to tell me is when we introduce ourselves, what are the things that we should be including in our introduction? For example, we
Okay,
tell our
okay.
name, city, and what
Yeah.
is the next thing that we tell?
What is, ma'am? It is our education, and after this,
Very
we
good.
can talk about our current profile where I'm working.
Uh
And
huh.
after this,
Right.
we can tell about our family background, like personal things.
Right. So when you talk about your education, make sure that you are describing about whatever you did there. So, for example, what is it that you studied, Rajat? What was your
Ma'am,
course?
I have done my graduation in commerce, BCom. At
Oh, okay. From which university?
it was Kanpur University.
Okay, Kanpur, is it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, so did you live in Kanpur during your
No,
graduation
no,
days? Were you in?
no. Ma'am, I live in Lucknow, and
Uh huh.
my home is in last of like it is corner. What can I say? Like uh, nearby nearby Unnao
At the
and
border?
Kanpur.
Ah,
Yeah, at
it's
the
near the
border.
border, right?
So
Yes,
it's
it's
near the
near the
border.
border. Right.
Yeah, it's near the
So,
border.
Rajat, uh-huh, I can see that you're trying your best to speak in English, which is actually good. You are able to frame your sentences. It's good.
Yeah,
You're already, you know,
good.
working on it. So don't feel, are you, a little under pressure? Are you feeling
A
nervous? A
little bit.
little,
Yeah, a little bit.
little bit. Right. That is basically because, we are not into this habit of speaking for too long, right? So we'll
Yes,
discuss
ma'am.
this again. Now, when we talk about our introduction, yes, let's start with the very beginning, okay? So, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So my name is Rajat Sharma, and I live in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. And ma'am, I have done my graduation in commerce. I have done my
Oh,
BCom. And ma'am,
okay.
currently I'm working at Royal Cafe. And
Uh huh.
Royal Cafe, it is a hotel.
Uh
And
huh.
I have completed 6 years in this company.
Uh huh.
And I have in my skills, I have knowledge of GST, income tax, and advanced Excel also.
Okay. So, Rajat, let's
And
pause here. When you were introducing yourself, you missed one key term. You didn't mention your profession. Okay,
yes,
you said that you completed your BCom, your graduation, and after that, you said that I am currently working in a hotel, and you mentioned the hotel's name, but you didn't say what are you working
yeah,
as,
yeah,
right?
exactly, ma'am.
So let's
Right, right.
start again from the beginning up till skills. Right now, leave about the family part, just complete till skills. Okay, so that we
Okay,
can work on this. We'll refine this. Okay, let's go again. And this
okay.
time,
So,
I want you to smile a little as well. Okay,
okay,
a
okay.
little bit. All right.
So,
Let's-
my name is Rajesh Sharma, and I live in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, and I have done my graduation in commerce in 2021. And ma'am, currently I'm working at Royal Cafe,
Uh-huh.
and as an accountant. I'm working as an accountant in this organization. I have completed 6 years in this
Uh-huh.
company, and in my skills I have knowledge of GST, income tax, and advanced Excel,
Mm-hmm.
and I know how to file GST returns and how to finalize books of accounts.
Okay, perfect. Just one final correction. When you talk about skills, instead of saying in my skills, you can say talking about my skills.
Talking about my skills.
Yes, now it's perfect. Right now, your introduction is much better. Okay, you started off by talking about your city, then you mentioned your education qualifications, and then you mentioned, and one thing more, you included the year in which you completed your graduation, right? Which was missing in the earlier introductions, right?
Yeah,
Um, Instead of saying um, I
I
don't
have
remember the
done. I think it
yes.
is.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said I have done graduation in 2018 instead of done. See, done means that you did in 2018, but it was a course that ended in 2018, right? So you can say that I completed my graduation in 2018.
I have completed my graduation, right?
I completed my graduation.
I completed. Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yes. So my name is Rajat Sharma. And always remember, we always start with either I am Rajat Sharma or my name is Rajat Sharma. Myself, Rajat. You might have heard people saying it, right? Myself, Rajat Sharma. It's wrong. Okay. So my name is Rajat Sharma. I am from Lucknow. I am currently, or before that, education. So I have completed my, or I have completed is also fine. I have completed my graduation in BCom, right?
Yeah,
Yes, I've completed my BCom in 2018, is it?
21. Yeah,
2021.
2021.
And currently, I am working as an accountant in so and so um, hotel that you mentioned, right? Which is in
Yeah,
Lucknow itself. Yeah, you can mention the place of the hotel. And then towards the end, you can say, talking about my skills, I believe that I can do so and so things really well. Or just like the way that you're doing, it's also fine. Just change the phrase to talking about my skills. Yeah.
okay, ma'am.
And then after this, what are you going to talk about? Let's start with your
About
family now.
my family. Okay.
Yeah. So,
So, should I speak?
Yes.
Okay, so in my family there are 5 members, including my parents, and I have wife and I have a child, son.
Okay, yes. So, talking about my family, or let's say coming to my family, I live in a nuclear family. Okay. Or right after you talk about the skills, you can mention that I live in a nuclear family with my parents, my spouse. Okay. Instead of just saying I have a wife, you can say I live with my parents, my
I live with my
spouse.
parents. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. I live with my parents, my spouse, and a 1 year old
My
kid,
son,
1 year old
my
son.
one.
Okay.
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
Fine.
Yes,
Okay. So now your introduction is much better. Okay. We have
yes.
refined it. There are multiple ways in which the recruiter can ask you to introduce yourself. So maybe they'll directly ask you to, let's say, can you please introduce yourself? Or second thing, they can say that, can you please tell me something about yourself? Third thing could be that I want to know a little bit more about you. So why don't we
Yeah.
start from there? So you have to be just careful with what they are asking. I'm mentioning it here because you said that when the HR asked you this, you're not able to understand what the person was asking, right?
There was a HR and he asked me, please tell me something about your profile. So is it
Ah,
also he was asking about my uh, introduction, is it?
yes, yes. Please tell me
Okay.
something about your profile. So basically, he means that he has your CV in hand. So please tell me something about your profile. Okay. There,
So
yeah,
should we start from our introduction when he asked
yes,
about? Yeah.
yes. Profile is introduction only. Okay.
Okay.
But highlight more of your experience there. Maybe you can talk about what are the things that you learned as an accountant. Okay. So, what were some of the major responsibilities that you handled? Okay. This is something that you can also include your
Okay.
basic introduction to. So, instead of just saying that I am currently working as an accountant in so and so hotel, you can also include there my current responsibilities include managing the daily finances, checking
Hmm.
for the tax returns. Just list out 3 to 4 things that you do for that hotel. Okay. So it gives the other person an idea
Yes.
about what
Yes.
are the
Ma'am.
exact things that you're doing in that job role. Okay. So is it making sense?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. With this, it's
Yeah.
important that our confidence should reflect on our face, right? So one way to do that is by smiling.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is something that comes with practice. If I
Okay,
ask you
ma'am.
to start smiling and introduce yourself, it will not happen. It takes a little time. Okay. So we are
Yeah.
going to work on it together.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Rajat, with that, we have come to the
Okay,
end of
ma'am.
our class, right? So now let me give you your feedback. Plus, I'll tell you about the course. Okay. So Rajat, before I start, can you tell
Okay,
me,
ma'am.
were you feeling a little nervous because you're here for the first time, or was it because you're hearing someone who is speaking perhaps a little better English? That's why you are getting a little conscious. Is that what is happening with you? Do you become conscious when someone else speaks?
Ma'am, I have
Yeah.
yeah, ma'am, I have seen or I have watched lots of videos on YouTube. Like they are from village area and they can speak good English. Then after
Right.
this, I thought why I can't speak. So I should speak. So
Right.
I saw a ad of English Yaari. Then I have then I downloaded this app.
Right. See, Rajat, when it comes, yes, you would have seen a lot of people who are from not so privileged background and they are speaking in good communicative English. But if you look at their journey, it wasn't a simple, something that happened within 10 days. It has been a long journey for them as well. They have already reached somewhere on the top of the ladder. Right now you are just starting off. Okay. You are comparing yourself with someone who has already you know
Yeah.
over undertaken that journey. So right now you have started your work, and we are here to help you
Yes,
work
ma'am.
on your communication skills, right? So that will come with consistency. I can see that you are very
Yes,
passionate about working on your communication skills, right? You want to improve, and you're already doing it
yes, ma'am.
because you are here. You have, come out of your comfort zone, right? English is not the
Yes,
major
yes,
language that
ma'am.
you speak, right? It's like your second or third language, isn't it?
Yeah,
It was the same for me as well. English is my third
yes, ma'am.
language. Yeah, English is my third language because I speak Malayalam, I
Okay,
speak Hindi. So these two were mostly my mother tongue, you can say. Malayalam, my mother tongue. Hindi, because I was raised in Delhi. That's where I lived my childhood. So that's why I know Hindi.
okay.
So English was a little difficult for me too when I started speaking. But with practice, it became easier, right? So does the confidence that you get.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Rajat, now in your case, what you have to work on is your
Thank
confidence. Okay, confidence to be able to speak in front of
Okay.
others, right? To not judge yourself. Right now, you have this fear of making mistakes, right? You are thinking, why exactly am I not able to do,
Yes, yes, ma'am.
right? That is somewhere there inside you. So, that is
Yeah,
reflecting on your face
right, right.
too, right? And if I can see that, your interviewers would also be able to see it, right? So with practice, this fear will go
Yes,
away.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So confidence, then
Okay, ma'am.
communicating in English without much pauses. Okay. So these are the things that we are going to work on, plus our body language too. Okay. Because how we speak in an interview
Sure,
also
ma'am.
matters. Okay. So now let me tell you about the course. Here, classes will happen according to your timings. Okay, you can choose your timings and your tutors. Okay, and every class is 25 minutes long. Just a second, I need to take a sip of water.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah. So, Rajat, I was saying that here classes happen for 25 minutes, and you get the, let's say, the flexibility to choose your timings and the tutors. Like I said, you can see the recordings of every session as well. Okay, these recordings are shared with you so that you can see your transformation. Okay, and you'll be receiving feedback from your trainers in every class. They'll help you understand what are the things that you have to work on and how are you improving in your communication skills. Okay, and here you can
In this
absolutely
course,
feel. Yeah, please go ahead.
so I want to ask, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ma'am, I want to ask, like, if I purchase this course, then tutor will be one or something else, like one or more tutor will be there
Right. So you can choose the
who will
tutors.
teach
If
me.
you want the same, if you want the same tutor, you can book their slots. Okay. So you do get the flexibility. If you
Okay.
want multiple tutors, that is also possible. It depends on the slots. You can just book the slots of the teachers that you want. Okay. And in case you need any help, you can get in
Ma'am,
touch with
every day
the.
will I have to book?
Yes. In every session, you have to book a slot because it's possible today you are booking the class at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, you might not be free at 6. You want a class at 5 p.m. Right? So, accordingly, you can choose the timings. That's why I said that the timings are flexible for you. Let's say you have some function coming up, so you can't take
Okay, right.
classes for the next 2 days, right? Or if you want back to back classes on a same day, that's also possible. When you want to take the class, it totally depends on you. Okay. Any other doubts?
Ma'am, when when will be new tutor, then how can they judge me, like what I learned in previous classes?
Right. So every class, after every session, we put in a feedback form for the next trainer. where we tell them these are the things that we covered in today's class. This is what the learner is currently doing. The things that you have to work on, everything is mentioned in the feedback form, which goes to the next trainer so that they get an idea as to what are the things that you have to work on. So they are not coming blank in the session, they already know
Okay.
about you. Huh?
Yeah.
So, any other question?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
No. Okay. So, if you have further doubts, you can
No,
get
ma'am.
in. Okay. If you have any other doubts, you can get in touch with the support team on WhatsApp. Okay. They will be able to help you out. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. And
Thank
we
you
are
so much.
here to help you work on your skills. Yeah. And all the best for your future. I
Yes,
hope
ma'am.
you land up with your dream job. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am. Have a great
Right.
day.
Bye bye. You too. Have a great day.
Bye bye.